Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. It is time for our morning sparring training. Usually there's no stream on Wednesday mornings, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel, what time I get home, what time I get to sleep. Let's get into the mix with 39 minutes and 30-ish seconds to go. And what can we do? Who do we have in this mix? It seems like almost everyone is playing. We have 8 players playing, 10 players in the arena, 1 paused. Only Evgeny seems to be left out at the moment. I'm not sure if he's really here or not. It's possible that he's here, but in another window, analyzing his games. Does not have us as streaming just yet. We have been doing a study of Vishy Anand on YouTube. You may subscribe, you may check it out. Please do. We will be applying another one today. We're also going to do some relatively short instructional videos as well. Hopefully those will work out. If I get an opportunity today, I'm going to do one on the ECO codes. The Informant Encyclopedia of Chess Opening breakdown of codes. Good morning, Faubourg. How are you? Someone should have told me that I had sub-only chat still on yesterday, which I turn on for the instructional streams, but I've been doing so many instructional streams that you'd think that I were... Thank you for being there on YouTube. The quality is actually quite better on YouTube, honestly. I believe the quality of the video is better on YouTube. I could be wrong. You can always correct me. I'm hoping to do a couple of things differently this morning. That is, make sure that I get out the door by 6, because I do have to make a very cold walk to the train. And there is some construction going on. Messi Arav. That's quite the name, Messi Arav. Datka, 81. Never played Messi Arav before. 34 and 13 versus G-Serp. I've never played Tumza. We've got some new opponents in this mix. Never give up, never surrender at that rating. That's all I can tell you. Your rating will not be there for long if you keep applying yourself. And I know that Faubourg is moving up the ladder as well. He is solid. $24 and 4. Fascinating. 13.5, 9.5. I've never played Surge or Swastikaran. Swain. Or Sirhills. Oh, we have 2 more in the mix now. Yes, Faubourg. Ouch.
Hello there.
Good morning, no words. Namaste. I don't know that we're going to get our YouTube study up today, but we're going to try.
Now birds.
Said. How are you today?
Not enough sleep, no words. Not enough sleep, but
I'm falling Aegean.
I'm falling again. It is only a matter of settling in, to be honest. Only a matter of settling in. That's really all it is. Let's play this very, very straightforwardly. Now with the knight on c6, I don't necessarily know if I believe in bishop to b4. But we'll see.
Friedrich Hoberg
said. True.
Wow, that was interesting. I'm afraid for what's about to happen now.
What are your thoughts on woodpecker method?
What are my thoughts on the woodpecker method? That's a very good question. Maybe not. My thoughts on the woodpecker method are absolutely positive. I have nothing but great impressions. Da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum. So where could he possibly be going?
Laplace
said. Is Job Able London good for long-term OTB games or Spanish?
Jobava London, is it very good for the board games or Spanish? Well, it depends on your goal. If you're just trying to win a chess game, then I highly recommend that you play limited systems that do not help you learn. If you are trying to become a better chess player, then you are going to need the all-around understanding that is involved in playing good chess. It is interesting.
Laplace
Said. How to choose an opening as white?
I believe that you have to decide, first and foremost, if you are an active person with piece play versus someone who likes to use their pawns. However, if you are very young, and I mean by that, I really do have to think about this move here. All right, let's just do it. Do I get to take now? I feel like I get to take now. And we'll see what we're up to, or up against, in just a moment. I may have a terrible bishop versus a very good opponent. So, in general, I would not
Set.
worry about what
Please
openings you're
continue
playing.
what
You
you were
should
saying if
actually,
you are very young and what.
if you're very young, you should actually experience all of the openings before you get around to choosing an opening. I think of the opening choices as a lot like being in the recess yard. And if you are playing the Jobava London as white, and let's just say the Modern Defense or G6 or the Black Lion as black, then you are really, really limiting yourself in your development and your abilities, and you are not going to give yourself the best possible learning opportunities. Yep, yep, yep. So therefore, in general, you should give yourself the most learning possibilities that you can. Don't limit yourself. That's fascinating. He's trying to checkmate me. Is he trying to checkmate me?
Said. For someone 1650s fighty, what recommendations would you give to improve the game more and improve ratings?
First things first, we have to hit him with H4. Honestly, I have to stay with what I was talking about before. I really do. Uh-oh. We're going to cross our fingers that this works and that we can defend ourselves against everything that's about to happen. Wow, that was close. So in general, the recess yard that is the openings playground is that you should experience the whole playground and then choose with whom you wish to associate with. It's basically a large playing field, and you should probably play a certain number of weeks with every opening, but not just play those moves, but play through the games of the good players who play those moves. For example, if you like to play e4, then you should be playing over Frank Marshall's games when he plays white, or Capablanca's games, or Vichy Anand's games. Vichy Anand was a devout e4 player, and you should definitely experience those players. Then if you're switching over to d4, I can't help but tell you, playing over Garry Kasparov's games. Garry Kasparov never would have become world champion if he were playing the Jobava London. He would be able to win the weekend Swiss, though. Garry Kasparov would be able to win the weekend Swiss almost every time. Do I want to play it this way? Let's just keep developing. Let's just keep developing. I think I might have sacrificed a pawn here, but we'll find out. Whoops. Maybe we didn't. Maybe he didn't want to take our pawn. Maybe it wasn't truly hanging in the first place. Again, I hung something. Okay, so he's not playing for an advantage in one area, but maybe, just maybe, we can dive in over here.
Said. Your piece design looks good. How can I get this one?
I use an app called Lichess Enhancement. I don't necessarily know. Lichess enhancement.
Mahim the goat.
Said. Oh, thanks.
Lichess enhancement allows you to do a number of things in Google Chrome environment. Then I also create this app window, which you see here, by right-clicking and installing Lichess as an app. Not on a Chromebook or a mobile device, of course, but seriously, primarily oh, I didn't realize I was playing G-Serp, the man, the myth, the legend, the number 2 in the arena at the moment. Let's see what happens. My opponent just hung material, and I'm still getting it. As much as I would love to exchange queens, knight takes d5, wins a pawn. Let's not let that happen. I am returning a pawn, but I am getting everything off the board. Oh, maybe I'm not returning a pawn anymore. He had knight takes e4. Or he had knight takes d5. He had knight takes d5. Rook takes c1. Knight takes f6. Did I fall for that? I can't believe it. We'll see. We'll see if who fell for whom. We have a nice discovery here. And now we might be up more than just an exchange after this. Is he paying attention to my threats? I don't know. He does have to guard. Yep. It looks like I have knight takes e3 again after that. Or knight takes b2. Or all of the above, since I was pinned. Improving my score over G-Serp just a little bit. 35 to 13. One more win and it'll be 3-1. Why is my rating so low? The answers to these questions and more. So Laplace, basically I would suggest that you play over Lasker and Capablanca's games and then Alekine's games. Literally don't overthink those games. Just appreciate the games for what they are. How the pieces move. Learn how the pieces move. Learn how the pieces work together. Learn how the transitions work between the opening, the middle game, and the end game. That is truly the most important thing to learn at an early age. Can I get away with this? I don't know. I'm going to have to go a little bit more cautiously here. Just a little bit more cautiously. We will see, Moneypenny. We will see. If he moves his queen, as I learned a long time ago, then we get even more of a threat. Oh, maybe not. We're working on it, folks. Can I go in this direction? Then in this direction? Can I go in that direction? Let us try it. What could my opponent be up to with his king in the center? We have to keep up the pressure just a little bit. Where is his knight going? I do not know. But his knight is pinned again, as it's turned out. This doesn't look right. Bishop takes, queen takes. Chekaruski. Can I do that? And then suddenly, we may have more where that came from. Are we threatening something? We are threatening something. This could be ugly, folks. It could be very, very, very ugly. Very, very, very ugly. And it's gotten uglier. I'm so sorry, Evgeny. On A takes b4 or knight takes b4, I was thinking about queen takes b4 and knight to b6 check. Was that going to be mate? I don't think so. Let's just go back for a moment. So how are we doing on the white side of this opening? C3, it says 277, but I believe we have more than that. "93 other players." We don't really have time to stick around on this one. So A takes B4 was best, just to go straight into it. That's interesting. I seem to be doing really well here. So knight to C4 straight away, threatening all of the above. He might never see it coming. Knight to C4, rook on A to E8, then queen B6. And then I actually might be able... Am I not just winning a full rook or a queen with knight to D6? This is craziness. Knight to D6, this knight moves. I see. Then he gets a little bit of counterplay. Rook takes E5, rook takes E5, and then A takes B4. Keeping the lines closed with A4, rook takes A4. I'm still totally winning in this position. And that was a move that I was concerned about if I played the early queen to B6. That is true. But this is a lot to write home about. Queen to B6 had a lot of threats. Was he ever really going to play king to B8? I think not. Now he can never play rook to E8. Can he play knight there? Knight to C4, queen to B5, A takes B4, rook A6, queen to B5. Yeah, this was the move that made me convinced that knight to C4 was a good move. So literally, if knight takes B4, I was going to play queen takes B4, but apparently I'm still just checkmating. Knight A6, queen D6, knight D6, CD6, and D7 equals checkmate. Wow, craziness. So what else did he have? After this, he had to play A takes B4 and allow my rook in. I was considering just moving my queen and threatening knight to B6 followed by mate. Knight to D6 check. King D7. Fair enough. Fair enough. There's so much going on in this position. Hopefully I get another message that I should be playing a game. Good. I did get a message that I should be playing a game. So C3. Poised Summer, tall 8667. Whoa, my rating was low. Oh, that was a bullet game. Got it. So 277. I still don't have all of my games in tow here as white. E5 and black is better, to be honest. B3? No, we need to really look at what we're doing here. So when we were black, let's see what we can do with black. Let's see if we can get this move counter going. D5. Oh no. And it's still not giving me an accurate count. So in this particular instance, it's not giving me this move. So therefore, G-SERP's not registering. Yevgeny. I was white in this game. Again, we still don't seem to have is this the right move? Let's just go back to this one for a moment. G3, bishop to G4, knight to D5. Basically, my own recollection of this particular game is when Tal Gingy, I believe. Basically, it was along these lines. Knight takes D4, C takes D4, knight E7, queen B6, bishop D3. Something along these lines with Tal and Gingy. Tal and Gingy. A lot like these with colors reversed. And was there a game before this one? Reload. So we may get one more game in with Messiarov. Messiarov is playing Click Max. Click Max. If it gets too far under the 6-minute mark, yeah, Messiarov is going to win first place, I believe. As simply as that. Oh no, and then queen c6 mate. No, you missed queen c6 mate, dude. You missed mate and one, Messiarov. He moved too quickly and he did not even see it. Boo. Bo, 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 ho. The diagonal mate being a lot nicer. Oh, and he berserked. That's crazy. So he has a performance of 1873, which is better than mine. But he has less of a win rate. I'm not sure whether they count the win rate. Alright, and we're off. With the move c3, my favorite at the moment. Alright, let's see what Messiarov does. We're not going to get this game finished, though. Really? Is he going to test me on this theory? Queen to b6? I don't know. This is very, very strange. It gets very messy, right? Bump. Messy? Get it? Ha ha ha. So knight takes c3, knight e2. Fine. I should have played d4. That much is true. This one is not going to count. He gets to control the narrative. The narrative. Trying to make this pawn on f6 look very, very silly. And we will see how it goes. Wow. Alrighty then. We're just going to try our best. And if our best is not good enough, that will have to do. Wow. That's craziness, folks. Absolute, bitter, utter craziness. Oops. I hung my queen. The Botez Gambit. That's what I looked forward to. Finishing that arena with a Botez Gambit of all things. Absolute, utter, bitter craziness. Analysis board. Let's just see what we can get off of that one. Probably I didn't have anything.
Can you take a look again at the 2014 rating?
The player with the 2014 rating?
Over.
Said. Please.
The player with the 2014 rating? Namaste. What are we up to? I don't think that you can say that anyone has a 2014 rating. Did you play someone with a 2014 rating? Hold the phone here. We have 4 minutes as the lights have dimmed. Faubourg.
Over.
Oh, your rating went up, sir.
It's in tourney.
Oh, versus Stefan. SLK Chess. Yes.
Over.
Said.
Stefan K. Lam. Nicely done, sir. I'm not a big fan of this opening at all. You are really tying your hands behind your back when you play this. Stefan, you do not want to make pawn moves when they are not actual pawn breaks. Like this is an anchor. This one will definitely open up lines. This one does not have to open up lines. But instead we open up lines for our opponent. We created a pawn weakness for our opponent to tackle. And it looks like this pawn is hanging. Now that knight is hanging.
Over.
Said. I was black.
I see that. Just trying to find the best way to take advantage of this. Knight takes d3. Knight takes f7. Simply castle. Very nicely done. And then he moves this, and he loses a pawn. Right? Basically, you're getting to take here for free. Twice, in fact. Oh, yep. So in this particular instance, you did not take the free pawn, but it came back to you. And I still feel like you should probably be taking the free pawn, but it is very annoying. Both of these moves are very annoying. So your knight got into a very good position. Wow. And this is not even being attacked. It's time to start capturing. What? No. You don't need to do that, sir. That's a little extreme. You do not need to play that way. Chances are all you really need are opportunities to mix it up on this front and that front. Queen takes d6 is the simplest move. Knight takes e2. I don't know if I'd go that far, but certainly queen takes d6. f3 is the third best move in the position. Not bad. And especially if they're going to take back with the pawn. Ouch. Because now this knight could be hanging after queen d6. What? No, you don't need to cash in that way. You can just play queen takes d6, threatening queen takes d2. This pawn is not going anywhere. You have bishop to d4. There's so much going on in this position. What does white have to try to even guard it? Let's say bishop to g3, rook on a to d8. Bishop g3, rook takes f3, rook takes f3, queen takes d2. Let's just see this for a moment. We don't have rook takes f3 because of that. Fair enough. But we always do just have more stuff prying open this file. So meanwhile, bishop takes f3. You're cashing in your chips just a little early. And now you're getting rewarded. Wow, 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 wow. So you have bishop to d4 coming, yeah? No, you don't want to attack the queen. If anything, you want to attack the queen and the knight. Ah, but he just take with check, and then he takes our knight. Either way. Ouch. 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 So did we have bishop takes f2, king takes f2, queen of d6 with a double attack? Uh-oh, I'm running into trouble here, by the way. And white ran out of time. Namaste. Namaste. Folberg, have a great day, sir. Very nicely done. I don't believe we're rating anyone with only 2 viewers. Thanks, everyone. Have a truly great day. Unless we have another viewer that pops in, it is not happening. I want to appreciate having Laplace and Folberg on YouTube. And for all of you who have not yet followed the Anand learning stream, we're basically going to be doing a deep dive into Anand. All of my playlists, by the way, my memorable games.
I missed a few things.
Yeah, you don't necessarily want to rush. Do not hurry is a huge, huge, huge strategic